What would happen if your dreams were live streamed? Alright, so the first night before you go to sleep, you're a bit concerned. Worried, panicked, curious, and excited all at the same time. Wondering, what am I gonna dream about? What are people gonna think of me? You wake up in the morning not remembering too much. Some vague recollection of being late to work and your boss for some reason was your Aunt Kathy. You reach for your phone to find out what happened. And a whole lot of disappointment seeps in. 11 views, no likes. And the only comment is a meme of an alligator asking, "Where's my water?" And you have no clue what that means. You thought you were gonna make history, the first person to ever live stream their dreams. But nobody is watching. And now, you're not worried about being embarrassed by your dreams. You're embarrassed by the view count. A few more nights go by, and not much changes. 3 nights, 3 live streams. 2 subscribers, 3 comments, no likes. You start watching every other video on how to get views. And the only thing you really learn is that to get views, you should make videos on how to get views. Not helpful. But while you're searching, you stumble across a video on how to lucid dream. 9 hours later, you come out of the rabbit hole. You've learned 2 things. Keep a dream journal, and do reality checks throughout the day. First thing first, you go back and watch your own live streams. And now you see why no one is watching. It's just random dream clips that don't make much sense. You stressed at work. One fight scene where you're in slow motion punching air and looking disappointed. Your teeth falling out. And you're unprepared for a test you know nothing about. Classic. Unwatchable. Moving on. So you start doing reality checks every 12 minutes. You set an alarm. It goes off and you look at your hand, then look away, then look back at your hand. Because in a dream, the second time you look at your hand, it won't look the same. And you'll know that you're dreaming. For the next 2 weeks, you are constantly staring at your hand. People are concerned. You don't care. 2 weeks in, and it works. You're in a dream. The alarm goes off. You look at your hand, look away, look back. 3 fingers. You go, "Woohoo! I'm dreaming!" And that excitement wakes you up immediately. You look at the live stream. 1 new comment. It says, "Of course you're dreaming, idiot." And the word "your" is spelled with just the letters "you are." And you spend the next 10 minutes wondering what that person does with all the extra time they save not writing the 2 additional letters. Probably watches more of your content. You have mixed feelings about this, but you keep going. And now, a month in, you're starting to master lucid dreaming. The view count is rising. You're having relations with celebrities. You're riding dragons. You've visited parallel universes. You've met God. And God is a teenager who built a simulation of Earth for a science project and got a C-. Things are happening. Then one morning, you wake up to an email. A meal kit company wants to sponsor your dreams. They offer $400 a night. You'll make money while you sleep. Literally. You make your plan. You go to bed. You double-check your hand. Lucid dreaming kicks in. You make yourself more handsome. You project a video game onto half of the dream. You fly through the air, having relations with Anne Hathaway. When you finish, you look directly at the camera and say, "Man, I built up an appetite. I'm sure glad I signed up for this meal kit plan." And then you go into great detail about how it's cheaper than Chipotle. Then, right before waking, you turn to your lamp, and you ask it the meaning of life. The lamp says, "There is no meaning, but the meaning is to make meaning, so you have something to do, and you're not too bored or too depressed." You think about that for a second. That's pretty good advice for a lamp. You wake up monetized and vaguely enlightened. So, what would happen if your dreams were live streamed? You'd become one more influencer in a sea of internet content, chasing views in your sleep, sponsored by a meal kit company, getting life advice from a lamp. But hey, at least you're getting paid to sleep, while telling people to comment, like, and subscribe. And the alligator guy is still in the comments. He never did find the water.